When we talk about vitamins, here are some of the basics. Vitamins are essential, non-caloric, organic nutrients needed only in small amounts. There are 13 essential vitamins, and they are called essential because your body can't produce them. So if we fail to consume the right amount, then deficiencies will develop. Vitamins perform very specific functions in the body. Some of them act as precursors, or provitamins, which are compounds that can be converted into active vitamins, but not vitamins themselves. Take beta-carotene, for example. Beta-carotene, along with other carotenoids, is a molecule that the body easily changes into vitamin A, but it's not vitamin A at the start. Last but not least, you will hear two terms when we talk about the 13 essential vitamins: those soluble in water, which include the B-complex vitamins and vitamin C, and those that dissolve in fat, that include vitamins D, E, K, and A, or the DACA vitamins. Here's a list of the water-soluble vitamins, the ones that can dissolve in water and therefore be easily leached by cleaning and by cooking. These travel freely in watery fluids. Most are not stored in the body for very long, and they're readily excreted by urine. This means that with the exception of B12, the water-soluble ones can be stored in the body only in small amounts, and deficiency symptoms then happen relatively quickly. So you need a constant resupply of these vitamins. Unlike, say, fat-soluble vitamins, which are stored in your liver and other parts of the body and stick around a whole lot longer. You don't need to eat the fat-soluble vitamins every single day, vitamins D, E, K, and A. They're stored and your body will call upon them when they need them. So let's talk about the last category of vitamins. Well, not really vitamins. These are the bogus vitamins. So they're not actually vitamins because they're not essential. And you remember what that means, right? Here are some of the common ones, just to name a few. Let's go through some of the basic components in more detail. First, think about it. Do vitamins provide energy? No, vitamins are non-caloric. So they don't provide energy like proteins, carbohydrates, and fats are macronutrients. However, they are involved in processes that help us use our macronutrients well. So they're definitely necessary in order to have energy. They just don't provide it directly. When a vitamin combines with an enzyme and activates it, it's known as a coenzyme. Many of the water-soluble B vitamins act as coenzymes, really interacting and impacting our metabolism and also deficiencies that may occur. Are they components of body tissue, such as muscle and bone? Nope, not that either. Just like they're not energy and they're not components of actual body tissue, they're important for the functioning of body tissue and muscles and energy. Are they essential? Yes. There are 13 essential vitamins. This means that our body doesn't make them on its own, and it's one of the true defining characteristics of a vitamin. Put in simple terms, vitamins are vital to life. The next few slides goes through each and every 13 essential vitamin. I'm not going to go through these all. Rather, these are here for your reference and to read through to see all of the different variations from their function to their recommended amounts for men and for women, as well as some of the primary food sources that they come from. We'll start with the water-soluble ones and go in order, leading to the fat-soluble ones. Thiamine primary functions are to release energy from carbohydrate. Thiamine also facilitates growth and the maintenance of nerve and muscle tissues and can be used to promote a normal appetite. Riboflavin helps body capture and use energy released from carbohydrates as well, in addition also proteins and fats. Riboflavin aids in cell division, promotes growth and tissue repair, and promotes normal vision. Niacin, B3, helps body capture and use energy released from carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. disease. Do you see a trend here? It assists in the manufacture of body fats, help maintain normal nervous system functions as well. Pellagra is the well-known niacin deficiency disease. Let's talk a little bit about folate. Folate's needed for reactions that utilize amino acids, the building blocks of protein, for protein tissue formation. Folate promotes the normal formation of red blood cells. Really important because we know that without enough folate, particularly in childbearing women, neural tube defects, low birth weight in pregnancy, and increased risk of heart disease and stroke occur. Now let's look at the 4 fat-soluble vitamins, or DECA, vitamin D, E, K, and A. Vitamin D comes from the sun, and if you remember before, you need calcium to absorb vitamin D, so both of those are needed together. Vitamin A, that's an interesting one. Vitamin A helps from measles to liver spots. Studies undertaken in both developing countries and the U.S. indicate that adequate vitamin A status decreases the severity of measles and other infectious diseases. We also know that we get vitamin A from beta-carotene. As we talked about before, beta-carotene isn't vitamin A, but it's needed to activate the component. Do you remember what that's called? A precursor, or a provitamin. That's it for part 1 of the vitamins. In part 2, we'll look at a few other issues and then we'll test your knowledge from part 1. Be sure to check it out next.